That is why they are telling you one Nigeria, because they know what it is, that if Igbo should exit Nigeria today, there will be no Nigeria. They will have a lot of things to lose in terms of brain, in terms of technology, in terms of development, which I have said it before. And that is why he's telling you that one Nigeria is non-negotiable by Sultan of Sokoto. And two, he stands to lose 23 oil well, which he had in Delta, if there is any division. You see why he's fighting? He's fighting to maintain and to keep his oil well flowing. That's why he's telling you one Nigeria. And regard to the Donald Trump case, you know, when they came with Christian genocide, Nigerian government denied all the genocide that is going on in Nigeria. And they decided to send delegates. And they have sent delegates. You know, Nigerian, American foot men are in Nigeria already. You can see what is happening. Despite the shakara, let me use the word, the shakara that American government, military, shakara Nigeria in December 2025. You understand? That 2024 to 25 night, that bomb that they threw, was it in Sokoto, but it's northern Nigeria, either in Sokoto, yeah, in Sokoto. Then Trump made a statement. He just did that in order to just put fear, so that they can stop the killings or the rubbish that they are doing. Yet, instead of them to fear and stop, they even increase. That's why Donald Trump made this statement clearly, that these people are not even afraid. And now, as it is now, look at the way our generals, the other time was Umba, and the other time was this thing. That's after yesterday, another general has been killed with the other 11 soldiers. In fact, these people are taking the battle to what? To the military camp, to barrack. Imagine, to barrack. That is where they are taking the matter to. That is to tell you how serious this agenda is, and how unserious Nigerian government is to address the matter, the issue. And every government and every country and a leader of a nation who cares so much for the life of his citizen will definitely withdraw his citizen from a country that don't value lives, like Nigeria. They don't take security serious. So definitely, your people that are there, they are risking their life. So they have to go. That's exactly what Donald Trump has done. He loves his own citizen. He doesn't want to lose any of his sons or daughters in the name of Boko Haram terrorism acts in Nigeria, which the Nigerian government are the ones sponsoring it, based on the fact of what Sheikh Gumi said, that any negotiation he attended, he didn't go there alone. He used to go there with Nigerian police and army. Who signed those people to him? Nigerian government. So that means the Bola Ahmed Tinubu government, Nigerian government, are the one partnering and sponsoring the insecurity in Nigeria. That is what it means. And himself will not risk his own children, his citizens. That's why Dabiri, you can see the journalist, the little boy, Dabiri whatsoever. He has traveled back to UK after the incidents of just killing, which he covers up. You understand? After that, he saw it that these people are not ready to stop it. In fact, the thing is increasing more and more, so they have to go. It's a normal thing. But not only that, that gives you the impetus and the right, showing you and indicating that to you and I that something is fishy. I want to educate the Igbos, the Biafrans now.
Something is fishy.
Something is fishy. And what is that is fishy? I want to tell you today. You know the name Biafra. They don't want to come in official note of Biafra, because the British have spoiled that name called Biafra. They have used it to poison. When you make mention of Biafra now, it's a poison in the heart of every, both Nigeria and international bodies. Do you understand? So, because of the work of the British, that is why them, America, in person of Netanyahu and Donald Trump, want to come to Nigeria. They did not come with the name Biafra. They enter with this name called Christian genocide. And who are the 99 or 100% Christians in Nigeria? They are the Biafrans. And that is the people they are coming for. And let me just tell you now, for your information, they are not going to give us in the name of Biafra, our freedom. They are going to give us in the name of another name, which at the end of the day we will now return it back to Biafra, because we want to gain what we want. We will not use that Biafra. And that is why over there you see them united, they are changing names. Do you understand? Don't be surprised they are coming and they may end up, when after he withdraw his own citizen. You understand? So the next coming could be the coming of regarding to what pursued Nnamdi Kanu into Sokoto prison today. So it may likely come up maybe eastern region, as we know before, of Nigeria Republic. Then maybe after a while we will now return it back to our original struggle. Because if he should come with the name Biafra, non-Christian genocide, the world, when he shall present it, even in the house or in the parliament of Israel, they will see it with a bad omen, as a result of what the British have established in their memory. Do you understand? But the way he comes, look at it, he say Christian genocide. That is why in the Congress, you and I witnessed and saw how they were seriously debated on it and they condemned the killing. Do you understand? And you go to the parliament, see the way of Israel, see the way they kick against it, and they voted for the favor of the Christians sitting in Nigeria. And who are those Christians? The Biafrans, the Igbos. You see the strategy. So I'm using this avenue and this opportunity to educate and to enlighten our fellow Biafrans, our mothers, fathers, uncles, my younger ones. Educate you people the more, because whether Biafra will stand, yes, but it may not likely stand as Biafra at first. It may stand with another name, maybe Eastern Republic. Do you understand? Or any other name. Then after a while, we will now come back to original name, which is Biafra. That is the platform we use to fight for the struggle. Nnamdi Kanu is aware of even this that I'm telling you, and some veterans that are in America is aware of this. In fact, most of them are even pushing for what I'm just telling you now.
Thanks for that information, Biafran evangelist. Now, with this statement that Donald Trump has made, there is jubilation in Igbo land that this is a positive sign for the Biafran struggle, that Biafran struggle is about to end and success is about to follow. Do you think they are right with the jubilation that is happening currently about the statement of Trump asking their citizens to leave Nigeria?
Yes.
What do you have to say that about
Yes, the jubilation, they are right, because asking their citizens and everything, they have withdrawn even the ambassador to leave Nigeria. It means that Nigeria is no longer a safety place for humanity, especially a safety place for Christians, except if you are not a Christian. And even if you are not a Christian, you are a Muslim, your own kind of Muslim must be in the platform of jihadists. Do you understand? And if you are not in that platform, definitely your life is at stake. So he is not ready to risk any life in Nigeria. So that is why he said he did what he did. And when he shall come for the freedom of the Christians in Nigeria as a result of the genocide, his own, because there will definitely the Fulanis, the terrorists, the jihadists, those who intend to by fire by force to Islamize Nigeria, definitely they will react. So he doesn't want to risk a life of Americans. That's why he did what he did, because he will definitely come. I'm assuring you this.
Okay, well said, Biafran evangelist. There's an agenda on the air currently concerning the appeal case of Nnamdi Kanu. Perspectives are coming out that Bola Ahmed Tinubu might want to use Nnamdi Kanu release as an agenda for the 2017 election. Ambition.
Politically.
Politically. Is that the right thing to say? Is it going to happen that way, or what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, my beloved brother, I must be honest. That is the mindset or the thinking ways of every political or every politician in Nigeria, in person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They always believe that they have sense and they are more wiser. You can see what is happening. How is busy carrying all governors to himself, you know, bringing everybody to himself, you know, in the name of by fire, by force, he want to continue ruling Nigeria. Yes, he might be thinking that and he may be, you know, processing towards that direction. But the Eastern people are not fools. We are not animals. No, we are not animals. The years has gone where you just push us anyhow. We have take our stand, or you come and play on our intelligence. No, no, the years has gone. The only person that will tell us something, what we want to hear now is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even if you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, first and foremost, who sentenced him there? No be you. So what do you now want to present to us now that we look so new or so energizing or so enticing that we have not experienced before? Biafra has gone through all odds. There is nothing new in our face again. So releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu can never make us, the Biafrans, to give him vote. Are you hearing me? It's for him to even get Mazen Nnamdi. Did he see? Let me just be honest. Now I realize that the people we are fighting are not even the Fulanis, but the Yorubas.
Yorubas?
Yes. Why did I say so? I will tell you. Did Nnamdi Kanu have issue with Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No.
Did he criticize Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No.
What has he done to Yorubas? But why is it that now Yoruba man can sentence them to prison? The Fulani man that kidnapped him, which Tinubu is involved, they kidnapped him from Kenya and they brought him to Nigeria. In Nigerian courts, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu defeated the late Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari handed him over. He did not sentence him to death, life imprisonment. Do you understand? He just allowed him to stay with the DSS before he died. Now, a Yoruba man now came with the trick and wayo mentality. Okay, he want to visit the case. Look at the camouflage, the chameleon system of that judiciary, which Omotoso cooked and came up with. At first, playing a game with the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as if he want to stand upright. At the end of the day, look at that. Mean, you know, that is why they are called Yariba. They are not straightforward. They are like this. You understand? And that is why he landed in Sokoto, in prison, over nothing. Where is the law? And according to the law of the nation, Nigeria, the person you want to condemn or you want to sentence to death or to prison, life imprisonment, must be present before you announce it. Was he present in court? No, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was outside when he made that pronouncement. And it's against the law. It's just that Nigeria doesn't have, they don't obey the law. They don't have court. He must be present. And two, you must prove it to him constitutionally where your verdict is coming from, where your judgment, where you are starting it, which section and which subsection did you use? Where is it? The written law, where is it? There was no written law, no document. A man, the British custodian of law said, a country where there is no law, there is no offender. You understand? Even in this 21st century, where there is no law, there is no offender. So there is no way you can persecute Mazen Nnamdi Kanu over a situation whereby there is no law. But they did it out of hatred, out of envy and strife. Then now you want to come. Why didn't you intervene? Why didn't you tell the DSS to leave him as soon as you assume office? That is how to play the game. Omotoso, scrap that thing. There is no case there. This young man, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, come, I want to see you. You talk what you want to follow him and talk. Both of you will remain and keep it there. Then you play your card very well. But now you sentence him. At the end, you are coming now expecting the Biafrans to cast vote. Are we fools? In anywhere Igbo man appear, whether he go school or no go school, that place you go know say Igbo man is around. Because we go bring in development. Because we go produce we go produce and we contribute to the growth and the success and the development of that area. Go to 36 states or 37, including the FCT, making it 37 states that make up this country. Go to any state, then check their development. Igbo man contributes 75. More than every other tribe in Nigeria. Take a look at it, my beloved brother. I must be honest to us. In Lagos State, do you know how many Fulanis that are in Lagos? How many of them are paying tax? How many of them are renting house? How many of them are paying for electricity? I'm asking you, how many of them are paying for sweeping the environment? How many of them are paying? There are none. How many? How many? But you eventually see every average Igbo man, at least, even if he did not do much, he will try to have at least one room apartment. So landlord is benefiting from that. The economy of Lagos State is growing from that. Sweeping, they pay in the compound. They pay for electricity, NEPA they use. We pay for water that we use. We pay for virtually everything we use in Lagos State. But how many of them? Go now, you see many of them in the night, every night. You see them sleeping in the gutter. Somebody that is sleeping inside gutter, how do you expect him to pay rent? Is gutter a house? Who is the landlord of gutter? No, no, no. Let us be sincere. You see why he's telling you that they are not going to survive? Because mentally, everything will work against them. But the Igbos have advantage because we have been industrious from the origin. We have been mindfully independent, mindfully developers, mindfully economically. Do you understand? So you see why he's telling you that they are not going to cope. They are coping today is because Igbos are still in their midst. Remove Igbos, there will be no Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay, Biafran evangelist, now you've made it clear for my viewers, and I think they are curious to know this particular question I want to ask. Please, now, he's saying that they cannot survive without the Igbos, and at the same time, they still do not want an Igbo man to be the president of Nigeria. With your own fair judgment and understanding, what would you say is their fear? Okay, the Igbo man cannot be a president, and you still don't want them to go. And you say they are not still important to the country. Why do you think they are so scared of an Igbo man becoming the president of Nigeria?
Number one, they are scared of an Igbo man. Take a look at what is playing now. Nnamdi Kanu. When Igbo man make up his mind of something, he doesn't go back to it. It's difficult to defeat. A Yoruba man, I ask, a landlord, he said why he's avoiding Igbo man in his house is that if you have Igbo, if you fight Igbo man, they beat you. He go beat you to death. But if na Yoruba man, he go beat you remain. It's a proverb and it's an adage. Themselves, they're afraid. Do you know why they're afraid? They know what Igbos can do. They know that if we decide to do something, we do it to the extreme. And we are the kind of people that we find it's not easy. That's why they will tell you, say, Igbo amazing. Not that we don't know king or we don't have king. We have a king, but we respect each other. The king respects us and we respect the king. And the law does not come from the king alone. It must be on a dialogue table. Sure you understand now? So, but in their own asses, they always want it to be them. Once they say, every other person must obey. But Igbo man is a person that anything you say, you table before him, he will ask you questions. Not even Yoruba, no Fulani, no Hausa will ask questions. But Igbo man, every whether he go school or no go school, he go ask you questions based on what you present to him. You see why they are afraid. And if you are not able to convince him, you cannot convert him.
So now,
so they are afraid. And two, another point is this. In Sultan 1966 coup d'etat, Nzogwu, they are afraid of Nzogwu because they did not see it coming. What Nzogwu gave to them in 1966, January 15. Then they were trying to carry out their evil manipulation, intimidation, humiliation, and oppression against Nigerians on the 16th of January, that 1966. But Nzogwu now carried his own on the 15th before that 16th. So, and they are not seeing Nzogu as an Igbo man. They are seeing Nzogu as a fellow Fulani, because that one has never identified himself or introduced himself as a fully pure Igbo man before them. He presented himself as what? As a normal Fulani, moreover, an Hausa person. Do you understand? So, but because of that act, the thing now registered in their heart never to trust Igbo man again. No matter what you do, they cannot trust you again. And they're afraid that we are too intelligent. Likewise, the UK. And that was why when UK want to leave, they know that Igbos are wiser than all these people. They decided to give it to them, the power, rather than the Igbos. Do you understand? You see why they don't want us to test that power. They are scared. And coupled with what happened in 1966 in Abuja, you know, they went to series of courts with Ojukwu. I mean, Nigeria, they go on and Ojukwu, and which Ojukwu diplomatically defeated the Nigerian Gowon, diplomatically, educationally, in all education. You understand? So, our na Gowon, and on that note, they were scared of the Igbos. They can overnight. They can do anything overnight. So they are scared. And I want to quote another man again. He's still alive. He's a living Nigerian former president, IBB. Do you know what IBB say? IBB said that when Igbo man is talking, if Igbo man voice out, he will keep his eyes open. But when a Yoruba man talk, he say he will go to sleep. IBB, I quote and I quote again. IBB says so. You can do your findings. Meaning that I'm telling you that there is something about the Igbos. They are Mr. No Nonsense. So they are afraid of them getting there. Because that thing which the British know, Igbos know it better than the British. And they will continue to enslave Nigeria through the Fulanis.
So does that now mean that brings us down to exactly what they are talking about? That brings us down to exactly what we are talking about the breathing. So is it because of the Igbos being rigid and wanting to know exactly the right thing to do that made them to hand that power over to the Fulanis? Because the Fulanis, they usually dance to the tune of whatever.
And they just drop because they only believe in one way. But every evil man, before he join you, you must explain to him. He must understand you before he do what? He go with you. That's what happened. And let me tell you, they say we are dot. You know the meaning of dot?
The former
president of Nigeria say we are what? Dot. But that dot, zero. But the zero is the one feeding the nation. Is the one that is carrying the nation. Go and check every good reputation of Nigeria internationally. 95% of it are the Igbos that gave it to this country. Go and check the era of Simon Ekpan, the one that Nigeria used a Finnish government to kidnap today and keep in the with the injustice domain territory. Simon Ekpan make Nigeria proud and the Igbo man.
In Finland, right?
Yes, the same Simon Ekpan in Finland. He represented Nigeria in athletics and he did well. He won gold for Nigeria. He made Nigerian name proud. Anywhere in the world, in time of medication, let me shock you. Do you know that currently now, the chief of naval staff, the captain of naval staff of America is a Nigerian man, Igbo man to be precise.
So are you saying that Igbos know how to make history?
Igbo know how to make a nation proud. We have been making Nigeria proud, but they fail to recognize it. They fail to respect us. They fail to honor us. They fail to give us that kudos. Rather, they come to give us the IPOB is what? A terrorist. A terrorist that don't have a gun. How can you terrorize a place without having arms? But the people, the original people that are terrorizing the nation are working freely. They search Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government invaded Nnamdi Kanu house. What did they find? Nothing. But they invaded the Igbo house. They got gun. They saw gun there and other things, which they couldn't see in Nnamdi Kanu's house. Yet, Igbo is working freely. Nnamdi Kanu is sentenced to life imprisonment, Sokoto prison. Are you not seeing injustice? Yes, the people you call what terrorists, many of them go to Germany. Do you know that in Germany we have Osuji, we have a different kind of Igbo festival days, activities going on in that land. We never cause violence. Is it in America? If we are trouble people, will America be giving somebody from Igbo, their chief of never staff, the captain of all overall? Do you know what it means? In Germany, in all over the world, would that, let me tell you, do you know that we have Igbo village, Igbo community in Russia? You can do your findings. Igbo community in Russia doing well, making the nation proud. Yet in Nigeria here, they are messing us up. They don't know what God has given to them. That is why we want to go. By the time we go, whatsoever that happened to Nigeria is none of our business. We are not talking about dividing Nigeria. We are talking about exiting Nigeria. We just want to leave Nigeria. Let Nigeria continue.
Okay, we've heard it all. To round it up, we are aware that Europa is in detention by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How we get there? And Sultan of Sokoto voiced out, telling him that he should release, he should let Erufai go or take him to court. Why he's there saying nothing about Nnamdi Kanu? What would you have to say about this? Him intervening for a Fulani man and watching Nnamdi Kanu and saying nothing with his own voice. Are you trying to, is he being partial or is trying to say that Nnamdi Kanu deserves whatever he's facing?
My beloved brother, let me tell you, bird of the same feather flies together. Are you hearing me? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the separatist. Erufai, the criminal. Tinubu now, their partner in criminality with the Erufai, now working against each other. Why? God is at work.
Thank you very much. You heard it all. God bless you.